Well, of course, speaking about Kenya, Kenya has taken a significant step towards reshaping its trade landscape after finalizing a landmark agreement with China. And to shed more light on this topic, I'm so delighted to be accompanied over the phone by Dr. Mohammed Hamed, the Professor of Economy. Good evening.
Good evening. It's Amr Hamid, not Mohammed
I'm
Hamid.
sorry, Dr. Amr Hamed.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. Well, of course, we've seen this rapid development when it comes to the African Horn, starting from Kenya, where this strategic significance of the agreement and the importance of Kenya-China trade deal within Africa revolving or evolving a global economic partnership. Can we speak more about that?
Yeah, the deepening trade relationship between Kenya and China reflects a broader transformation in Africa's global economic alignment, of course. The key strategic dimensions here are to start the diversification away from traditional partners, because historically Africa relied heavily on Europe, I mean European Union, and China offers an alternative growth engine. Second is the South-South cooperation model, because unlike traditional aid-driven frameworks, China emphasizes trade, infrastructure, and industrialization at the same time. A third point here is the geopolitical positioning, because with Kenya, Kenya is trying to strengthen its role as an East African trade hub, especially within African continental free trade area. And another point is the integration into global value chains. I mean here the agreement positions Kenya as a potential processing and re-export center. In essence, this is not just a bilateral deal, it is part of Africa's rebalancing toward Asia-led economic integration.
Well, Dr. Amr, we've seen how this happened and the elaboration of the China-Africa trade, especially Kenya market access and export opportunities, implementation or implication of duty-free access also to the Chinese market. So how do you see that?
Yeah, the duty-free or preferential access to the Chinese market is more or less transformative. By this, I mean reduces the price disadvantage versus competitors, example Latin America, Southeast Asia, etc. And also, equally important, improves export margins and competitiveness, and also encourages export diversification. The key beneficiary sectors are the agricultural and agro-processing sector, of course, because, as you know, Kenya's comparative advantage lies here in the tea, coffee, avocado, macadamia, flowers mainly, and then the processed foods like juices, oils, and packaged goods. So the shift from bulk exports, branded, value-added exports. And also, we should not forget the light manufacturing. By here, I mean textiles, leather, basic consumer goods as well. And the scale of opportunity with China's population of 1.4, actually more than 1.4 billion consumers, and rapidly growing middle-class demand for premium and organic products, this creates a high-value niche opportunities for sure, not just volume-driven exports. Even capturing a small fraction, even less than 1% of this population of China, I want to say of Chinese demand, can significantly boost Kenya's export revenues.
Well, of course, Dr. Amr, we've seen this expansion in the African Horn. We know that lots of African continent and countries have its own treasures. Well, that was so informative. I'd like to thank you so much, Dr. Amr Hamed, the Professor of Economy.